We've got biennials. These actually take 2 seasons to mature. The first season, they make roots and leaves. And then the second season, they'll make flowers and seeds. And then some of these biennials, bi meaning 2, they'll die off after they make the seeds, but those seeds will like self-sow. So what I'm thinking of that will self-sow are Shasta daisies, where people will buy a pot and they'll put it in the ground. And they're already in flower because they're like from the nursery. So they get them, they put them in the pot, from the pot, put them in the ground. And then the flowers die off. And then the next spring, after the winter time, the middle starts getting bare and it's just dirt. And you'll see flowers around it and plants around it. And eventually it kind of expands outward.
Oh, yeah.
Or they'll look at it and they'll go, they won't realize that there are plants around the circle. They'll think it just died every year. So they replace them every year, not knowing that they don't need to. Oh, my ducks are quacking. So that's an example of a biennial, is like Shasta daisies. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Daisies.
So if I planted Shasta daisies, that's why I didn't really get much last year.
It could be. Did you buy them from the
I did have. I
nursery,
think
or-
a friend gave me. I think that's what she gave me, and I was really disappointed it didn't come up. But
Did you look around the hole to see if maybe there were some babies?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. Because
And again, if people don't know, they might think it's weeds and they might start just pulling them out, not understanding that.
yeah, because I planted it in an area where I had some other. I forgot what the plants were I had.
Mm-hmm.
They're a yellow flower that I had planted. I planted them, and then she gave me that, and I thought, well, okay, it's going to be yellow too, so I'll just stick it in there. And I did, and it didn't do real well. But I thought, okay, well, I'll leave it and see what happens. Well,
Right.
so maybe
And you
this
may
is
be
what
able to
will happen.
take,
That
like,
was
if you,
last fall
yeah.
or last summer in the spring.
Okay.
So, yeah. So
And then if you did find any more babies, like you might have some this year. Maybe the seeds fell and they just didn't grow last year. Maybe they grew this year. But if you find little babies, they're usually pretty easy to just dig up and move and like re-sow in the middle of there.
once they're a little plant.
Yeah, when they're a little
Yeah.
plant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They also winter sow really well. I winter sowed some, not this winter, but the one before, in a milk jug. And I think I ended up with like 11 plants.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I grew them last summer in just like a protected area, a perennial bed. I did that with lavender too. And it's pretty cool. So that this year I'm going to transplant those from my little perennial nursery into different parts of the garden.
Yeah.
Which would be fun. And if you want some, maybe I'll give you some.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are going to be the biennials. And then all the foliage is going to die back in the winter, but the roots sleep and then they typically come back in the next growing season. Click on the video for the next portion of Know Better, Grow Better. And if you enjoyed this, share it with a friend and consider subscribing to the channel for more. Thanks so much for watching.